Hey guys, yeah, we're doing our little intro to the show, and thank you for listening to All in Our Heads. And again, you know what we're going to ask. If you're listening to us on iTunes or on any goddamn listening app that you download the podcast, please comment on that as well as create an iTunes account and leave a comment and rate us on iTunes. Because believe it or not, the only thing that rates podcasts is iTunes. We can have 1 million listeners on iHeartRadio, but no one knows. But if you rate us on iTunes, for some reason, that puts us in the mix.
Yeah, so just rate us on iTunes. You don't have to listen to us on iTunes. Listen to us through the Laughable.com app, iHeartRadio app. We just got submitted for our Libsyn hosting account. Has their own app.
Nice.
It's like a source app, they call it. So when that's available, I'll let you guys know about that. But there's a lot of places you can do it. So, or just Google All in Our Heads podcast, and it'll come up, and you can subscribe at the feed and listen.
Right.
Yeah. So we've been getting our down. Listen, man, we've been getting more listeners every week. So people are finding us. So that's what I'm happy about. Our numbers are going up. I want to thank you guys for listening. Continue to listen. Continuing to download. This week we talk about some gigs, like gig I did out in PA. Mike tells a story about a similar gig he had, and then I don't know, what else did we talk about, Mike?
Mike talks about being depressed a little bit. There's a little depression in this episode.
Yeah, sorry, people, to depress you right before the holidays. But this is your boy Mike. You listen, you're fans of ours. He's actually opens up to you a lot in this episode, so there's always that.
You're right, exactly.
So, all right.
Hey, listen, guys, have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll talk to you before the New Year.
Yes. Is this how we end it?
However you want to. We can't do this every time we end this.
I know. I just never feel that I always feel like it just stalls. Like I don't know how to get into the show.
Enjoy the show.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo, does it work?
It works, man.
Oh,
right out of the gate.
Right.
Nice.
How does this work? Does this work all right without this thing?
Yeah, that's just a popper for peas and shit.
So if I don't use any peas, I should be fine?
Well, you just used one, so. Why, you don't like that thing?
It's just I can't see your face. It's like I'm not even in the room with you.
Well, you can. All right. Yeah, you don't have to. I have this windscreen over that kind of does the same thing. It's like $5 goes right over the mic. Does this really affect it right now? No, right now, no. It's just when you pop peas and shit.
Well, I'm not going to pop a pea, unless you tell me to pop a pea. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, it happens.
I've been using this microphone. I haven't used this stupid guard, I don't think, yet.
All right. Don't get mad. It's fine.
I don't hear anybody going, hey, we love the podcast. But when Mike says podcast, man, it really fucks us up.
Hey, man, whatever makes you comfortable, bro.
I want to see you. I don't want to look at this thing. I can't see past it.
All right. He wants to see me, folks. And here I am.
I don't have my headset in.
No. But you're hearing me.
I'm hearing you through the speaker, but the last time that happened, your voice went back into the mic and we heard it twice.
Oh.
So we can't have that.
Yeah. I got to buy new headphones. I'm trying to sell, I have these Beats by Dre that my stepson had, and Justin, and he wanted new headphones. So I was like, give me your Beats and I'll buy you new headphones. And I don't like the Beats. They're garbage.
Really?
It's not that they're garbage. They sound fine, but you need batteries to power them.
Really?
Yeah, and you have to put batteries in, and I always forget to shut the switch off after I'm done using them. So it's every time I use them, I need fresh batteries because I only use them for the podcast. So it's a week goes by, and then I go put them on, and I don't have it.
So they're not wireless.
No, they're the wired ones,
and you still need batteries.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Very weird. But I don't like wireless headphones. They don't sound as good as wired. I know that wireless is the new thing for everybody, but they just don't sound as good. You lose something in this Bluetooth transmission. Yeah. But I tried selling them on that Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And, some like used ones online are like $150.
Okay.
So I was like $100. You know what I mean? And,
yeah.
And I'll take some, less, but I just put it for $100. And some guy's like, "Will you take 60?" I'm like, "No." I said, "I'll take 80."
Right.
And then he goes, "Would you meet me in Jersey City?" No. Yeah. I'll meet you in Jersey City. Would you like me to bring the knife you're going to kill me with too? How about that?
Should I pre-stab myself?
Be like, the mail exists? Am I driving you want me to drive to Jersey City to get this deal? No, I'm giving you a deal. You drive to Parsippany, and I still were going to meet you at the police station, motherfucker.
Can't you just get the money and then, I guess they don't trust you, mail it to them?
Well, that's what I told him. I was like, you can, that's the way, either you come drive and get it, or you can PayPal me.
Right.
And then once you PayPal me, I'll send it. There's not one selling thing in this world that sends it before the sale.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you send it to me. Then I'll give you the money. No business would succeed. Nobody would get their money.
And nobody would get what they wanted.
Yeah. That's what credit card companies deal with every day.
You send it to me. Well, you pay us first. No, you send it to me first.
Yeah. That's why there's a business called collection agencies, because credit cards do that and nobody pays. So we created a whole workforce of just collecting money, because that's how unreliable the average person is.
Exactly.
Oh man, this guy I worked for Saturday night. It was like I thought it said car dealership on my thing, but the guy's like, "Nah, I'm not a dealership. I own a bunch out here." And he's like one of those, like, he's like this Italian guy out in PA, open shirt, too tan for December, fucking just hairy chest. He's like, "Yeah, I just charge people high interest rates, bad credit, give them high interest rates. That's how I make my money." And just like, I just don't like you.
He said that like with a smile.
Oh yeah, like do you believe that's what I do? I screw over the poor and unfortunate.
Mazel tov. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Yeah, it is. We got Pope on the Lazy Susan. He's forgiven us every time you come around, you get new bread. The Pope.
Every time the Pope spins one time, give him.
Yeah, so we're all forgiven here. Now go do a show in a restaurant with no microphone. Ah, thanks, man.
Was everybody at the place part of that dealership type of thing?
It was weird. It was a huge restaurant. I get to the gig because I got it like 2 days before. I got emailed, "Do you want it?" So I'm like, all right, I'll take it. It's like, it's only an hour away. And I drive out there and I get to the restaurant. I walk in, like the person at the door is like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "I'm here to perform. I'm a comedian for a Christmas party." He's like, "There's like 5 Christmas parties here tonight." I'm like, "Car salesman?" He's like, "I don't know. Let's just go walk around to each party and see which one."
You guys sell cars.
So this is already starting off amazing. I'm like, so I'm walking through just the rest. This is like an Italian restaurant. You just walk in, you see like families, and then he goes, "Is it this one?" It's not like it's another room. It's just like a section of the restaurant.
Right.
You're like, "No, I hope not. I don't know. Is it? Why are you asking me? I've never been here before." There's children in here. I'm hoping it's not this one with the children with the balloons. I'm really hoping. So he brought me to like 3 or 4 parties like that. Then the one in the way back was the party, but we still didn't know. We walk in and nothing says car salesman. You hear loud people. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of mechanic looking guys. It was just the group didn't really fit. So you're like, this is probably it.
Right. They all look like disjointed.
Yeah, this is probably it. It's, a couple business guys, couple mechanics.
Yeah. Secretaries there.
A lot of dirty fingernails and hands that need Cetaphil.
No.
A lot of cracking skin knuckles and everything. So I still don't know. So I'm like, I still didn't ask I didn't ask anybody in the party. So I was like, "Listen, I'll just go up front, find your manager, we'll figure this out." And then the car salesman's wife comes up. She's like, "Are you I'm like, "No." It was the other comedian. I'm like, "No, I'm Joe. She's like, oh, good. And she also told me the whole thing about the credit work. If you want to make fun of it, we're a car company that, you know, takes people with no credit, and we just give them high interest rates. If you want to come up with something like that for the... I got a whole boatload of stuff about that. And that's usually how I like to start my shows, insulting what you guys do for a living. That's how I bring the crowd to me. I make fun of you. I get you against me, and then I go.
As a stranger, I walk in a room full of people who know each other, make fun of what you do for 5 minutes, and then proceed from there with all love and joy.
Yeah, I try to get you to hate me first. Then I dig myself out of the hole. If you allow me. But yeah, that was it. And there was no mic. It's so weird because I have a speaker in my car, a stand for the speaker, a wire. But recently I ran into my car to use my microphone for something else.
And you never put it back?
Never put it back. So I have everything for sound but the thing that puts the voice sound into the sound thing.
But you weren't asked to bring mic.
I wasn't asked, but that's the purpose I have that speaker for. And I'm like,
right.
Man. So I just told Carrie, I'm like, I got to get a microphone that stays in there no matter what. Like, it's never going to be taken out of this vehicle.
Right.
Because it wound up being a good show, but it would have been way better with a mic. I almost lost my voice.
Right.
But the funniest part of the show, I've already told you this story, was how at first I thought I was going to be the opener because that's how I got booked. My email said, you want a feature? So I get there, and the other dude who featured for me a year ago, I go, hey, look good. Tables have turned. I'm featuring for you now. He's like, you're featuring for me? Why? And I'm like, I don't know. I got this last minute. I assumed you're the headliner. He's like, no, I'm the feature. So I look at his email. It says feature. So I guess I just booked 2 openers, 2 half-hour, which is kind of respectful. I find it to be more respectful than saying you're getting a double headliner show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's like, 2 guys are going to do a half hour.
Yeah, they found people with absolutely no self-esteem, and we're like, look, dudes, both middles, all right? This is a double middle show.
Middle show.
We don't have egos where you got a headliner has to be the headliner, and the other guy has to be the headliner, so they're all headliners today.
I'm totally fine with whatever I do.
Right.
And I was totally fine opening for this kid. I'm like,
right.
And so, we go in there. It's just, it's a room in the back of a restaurant. It's not even like a square. It's almost like a rectangle. So there's a row going up between a bunch of tables, and then there's like a door in the back you can perform in front of with some people to your left too. It's just not set up for a show. It's like just the weirdest. Like just the weirdest. Take the thinnest little room and like put you in the back corner and it's just so bizarre.
Right.
So I'm like, Mike's like, what? I go, listen, man, I'll let you decide if you want to go first or second. He's like, if you want, I'll go second if you. I was like, listen, man, I don't care. It's up to you. He's like, all right, you go second. I was like, because the woman, because he I guess his video was the tape that they sent him, so they saw him, so they thought Mike was the headliner.
Right.
And like Mike was and then they go, oh, Joe's gonna open. And then when they came back, they're like, the owner's like, who am I bringing up? And then the wife goes, you're bringing up him, points at me. And Mike goes, no, I am. She goes, you are? I thought you were the guy. I'm like, I'm going to be the guy tonight. He's going to
be the other guy.
He's going to be the other guy. She's like, okay, fine. That's fine. And he goes in and he's just soft spoken and there's no mic. So like, I've been through enough of these gigs where I've already said like, I'm losing my voice tonight. I've established that.
Right.
Bomb or do good, I'm losing my voice because there's no way to do this gig without it. You can't try and be subtle with this shit.
Right.
And so he goes in and just like literally the owner goes in to announce him. It's loud. These guys have been drinking for 3 hours. I mean, just do it. They getting in and out to smoke a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I even I recorded some audio. I haven't prepared it to put it in, but if I have time, I'll put it in. Where I was like, you guys go out so much, man. You guys doing coke? You're making me Jones for coke. Like I don't even do drugs no more. The amount of times you guys smoke is bugging me out.
Right.
And they were laughing at that. But Mike goes up and literally picture like the loudest talking room ever. No microphone. Owner of this, the boss of all these people, stands up in the middle and goes, you guys, Christmas, you guys, comedian Mike.
Ugh.
Nobody heard him. Mike just walks in as if he's a waiter bringing more butter. Like, literally, just like, I'm like, oh, man. And he's just, hey, everybody. And they kind of listen to him a little bit, and then they start talking to him. And he's like, hey, what? And then, so he settles them down. So they gave him about a minute.
Right.
He's very soft-spoken.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, Mike. Talk up louder, Mike. Can't hear you. From the back of the room. So there's this booth, like, off in the corner that not really a part of the show, but they're in this party. So he hears them talking, so he comes over to crowd work them to get them down. But he's got no microphone, so people in the rest of the room can't hear what he's doing. He walks up to this table. Nobody knows what they're saying to him. But I can hear because I'm right by the doorway.
Yeah.
And then then the other half of the room just starts getting loud, having their own conversations.
Right, yeah.
So it looks like Mike's taking their order. It's like literally just, I'm like, so at this point I go, I can't watch this. I just got to go in the other room and just wrap my head around what I have to do.
That I have to take this bullet.
I have to take it. I don't want to watch it. This is painful for me. Let me just go over here and just, question what I do for a living and, just really just prepare. Just try and figure out anything. I'm already in my head. I'm like, all right, you're going to yell. You're going to lose your voice and you're just pulling out any joke you can think of. You're just going to really, you may pull out some classics like you haven't done since 2003. Like Stress Factory Wednesday night open mic. You're just going to try and pull at anything. Well, crowd work. Well, whatever, man. We'll fucking...
Yeah. We're surviving.
It's a survival. So I'm supposed to light him at 25. So I have my stopwatch on the table, and I'm in there with my notes. Just all of a sudden, I'm in another room, mind you. So he's in there doing it. I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look around at Tim. He goes, yo, how much time I got left? I'm like, you left the room? Like, that's how bad it was going in there. Like, he left the show to come out to ask me how much more time he had. I'm like, I've never seen this. And I felt bad for him. I'm like, it's going bad when the comic's like, I'm just going to leave the quote-unquote staging area just to go see where I'm at. And I go, bro, you're only at 14 minutes. He's like, it's pretty rough in there. I'm like, I know, just, I go, you gotta speak louder. Just go in there.
Right.
So he goes in. So I let another 10 minutes go by. Then I walk over. So I see my clock's getting up to 25. And a big group of them just left to go smoke. The loudest group.
Right.
So he was able to, get some jokes going. So
Right,
he's
right,
20-something minutes in.
Yeah.
And so at 25, I'm supposed to light him. He's supposed to do 5 more minutes. I go, he does a joke. I light him. And he's like, all right, everybody, you guys ready for your next comedian? I was like, whoa. And then Bob was like, okay, cool. That loud group just left. So maybe if I can command these people.
When they come back in.
It's going to be a nightmare. Maybe when they come back in, if they hear people having a good time. So he brings me up. I do my opening, whatever. Like I said, I'll put the audio in if I have it. And
he's a host of a podcast. All our heads, definitely check him out. iHeartRadio.
all right, buddy.
Keep it going for Mike.
Keep it going for these people. They're leaving as we start. This is awesome. This is great. I haven't even started yet. This is the weirdest gig of my fucking career. I'm telling you, I never dreamed of this when I was a young boy. Want to be a comedian. I can't wait to be in the back of a fucking Italian restaurant. A bunch of alcoholic car salesmen. They gotta smoke every 10 seconds. I haven't seen that much smoking since I went to rehab for crack. Holy shit, you guys are making Jones. I haven't done drugs in 20 years. Yeah, I need blow right now. You know what I mean? blowing pasta. This is so yes, you guys, we're gonna have a good time tonight. My name, in case you didn't hear, my name is Joe Fernandez. That's Fernandez with an S, not a Z. If it was a Z, my college would have been paid for. and it wasn't. That's why I'm in the back of an Italian fucking restaurant, an hour from my home.
I just said I went for it loud, and I just didn't let up.
Right.
Like I was channeling Mike Gaffney because I had no microphone. So I'm like clapping my hands. I'm throwing hands in the air. I'm like, cause when you don't have a mic in your hand, you're using your hands a lot to talk.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to project your voice, you're just like, I was like, the moment I felt any gap, like I would let them laugh. And in the moment the laugh, I pow right into another joke.
Yeah.
And you just realize, like, I didn't even care that I was doing tags, even though I know only like 3 tables could hear tags.
Yeah,
so I wasn't waiting for the joke to die.
Right.
But one of the funniest things was, at the end I do you don't realize how much you use a mic to do sound effects.
Right.
Because you do your act so much and how much you need that mic for these sound effects sometimes. Because a sound effect you can't really do.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So I do the joke about my wife farting, and I'd say it's like fireworks. So I'm already in it, and I'm realizing I got no microphone to do this. So I usually do like a, and all these sound effects. I just improv these different sound effects. I'm like, pow, 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 pow. Like I was just doing all this. But like to like really illustrate it, I'm like doing firework hands. I'm like making my hands do fireworks.
Doing firework hands. That's not even a thing.
I know, but like I'm trying to paint the picture for them, but it was killing. I'm like, pow, pow. I'm sitting there in my head. I'm like, man, if one of my close friends was here, they would be dying watching me with my little one-man show sound effect thing going on right now. It's just such one. Let me tell you, one of the drunk mechanics was recording me like the whole time. So,
really?
Unfortunately, somewhere in cyberspace, unless this guy
just keeps it to himself and
masturbates, I'm gonna have some weird ass video of me performing with no microphone in an Italian restaurant. I'm like, are you recording me? He's like, yeah. I'm like, great. This is the one I want out there.
Hey, send this to tonight's show for me.
But yeah, it was. You know what though? I'm sitting there, and during it, because there wasn't no creative Joe night. It was just like I'm just pounding jokes.
Oh yeah.
Survival. And I'm sitting there while I'm doing it. I'm like, man, we really know how to do this now, don't we?
Yeah.
Like you couldn't have fucking scripted a worse fucking venue.
Right.
Like, the only thing that would have made it worse if it was like a massive venue with no fucking. Like one time I did that years ago. Me and Conti went on the road with Soul Joel in the Holiday Inn we were performing at. That it was like a big ballroom. They had 250 tickets sold.
Right.
And the sound didn't work. I did a show for over 200 people with no sound.
Oh, that's crazy.
And literally lost our voice. And then we had a show in Pittsburgh the following night with sound, and we all sound like we've been smoking for 90 years.
Really?
Like, that's But it's amazing how you can, I don't know. I'm like, you know what, man? I did well. And I impressed myself with doing well under the circumstances, because I was talking to my wife. I go, back in the day, I would have eaten it because I would have really been so in my head.
Right.
I would have really just went up there and ate it and accepted the eating it.
I would have eaten it, or at least not had fun a lot. It wouldn't have been fun. And then at the end, I would have beat myself up thinking that if I was a better comic, I could have done better. That's how I would have been.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, well, if Chappelle or Rock was in here, what would they have done? That's how I always do it.
Right.
When I was back in the day, I'm like, I suck, and I wasn't good enough to make that room work.
Yeah, that's what I said to myself. I'm like, well, just go do it, just fucking do it. Like, you know how to do this. You know what to do. Just fucking do it. And you're like, that's why I said, I'm like, I'm gonna act out like a motherfucker tonight. And if I still bombed, then I feel like I did all I can do. Like I knew I was coming out of there feeling good about myself either way.
Right. Right.
What I was really hoping for was that he bombed so bad they canceled the show and gave me the check. That's what I was really rooting for when it was going really bad at first. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. If they just say, you know what, this is probably not good for this year. Here's your check. Let's go home. Because during his set, the guy actually went up twice to shush everybody. Come on, guys, give him a chance.
Wow.
You're like, Jesus Christ. And then the owner's wife comes out to me, Joe, can you ask them if they have a microphone? I go, yeah, no, we've already established this is not like this is your show. Like what?
Well, it sounds like what I did. I guess it was a little over a year ago. Maybe a little over a year ago. There was a big. It was for the Board of Education up in like somewhere up in New York, like Yonkers, like up that way somewhere, in a nice, big, beautiful country club. Mm-hmm. And I went up there, and it was like 300 people, like $150 on each side of the dance floor, and there was a huge dance floor with the separation and the DJ in the back. So like the DJ was against the wall, and there was say 100 people on the left and 100 people on the right. Okay, and then a huge dance floor, and then a big solid curtain that blocked off the cocktail hour at this like big banquet hall. Mm-hmm. So in behind that curtain was like gift baskets and like a lot of activity back there as well. You couldn't really hear it, but if I stood in front of the DJ booth with the microphone, I was staring at across a floor to a curtain.
Right.
If I turned myself to my left, I'm staring at 100 people with 100 people behind me. Ugh. If I turn to my right, it's the same. So they're like, yeah, just go in the middle of the dance floor. And just like I'm walking around the dance floor with a microphone talking to people. But they were not – if I went to the right, 2 tables on the right would listen to me. In fucking 12 tables behind me, just full-blown conversation. And then if I looked over there, 2 tables on the left would kind of listen. And then the 12 tables behind me would break into conversation. And like it was just you could not stop them from talking. And these were teachers and educators and parents. Mm. And they were just – and I couldn't – I was supposed to do – 30 minutes and I got to like 12 minutes and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And I said on stage, you can keep the check, man. I don't need the money this bad. I'll figure my life out.
Right. Yeah.
This is disrespectful. So the DJ and the guy who was running the event told me to come to the side. And then the guy who was running the event goes, guys, listen, now everybody knew him. Listen, quiet down. Listen, Mike is a professional comedian. He's up here let's give him a chance. And I went, no, I'm not going up. There's no chance needed. You already saw me up there for 12 minutes. No one gave me a chance. We're not starting fresh with a new chance. Yeah. You had 12 minutes to give me a chance. No one wanted to give me a chance. I don't need it. Thank you. And I didn't take the check. So then the woman who was paying came up to me. The DJ came up to me and gave me half the money in cash. He's like, just take this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really want this, to be honest with you. I don't want this. Then the woman with the that was paying it gave me the whole check. She's like, just take your check. It's not your fault. And then like tables of teachers were like, we're so sorry. These people are so rude. I mean, it wasn't like I gave them jokes and they were like, never mind. This guy's no good.
Right.
It was just full blown clink clink, people eating and just full blown out for dinner. No one gives a fuck if we have a comic tonight. They did. It was a lady's retirement, right? Mm-hmm. It was one of the teachers' retirements, and like 8 of her fellow teachers and like a couple of parents got together and did like a little musical, like little thing for her before, they put like a little plate, like a little thing together, and no one listened to those bitches.
Ugh.
And they were there for the woman who was retiring. So I'm like, they're not going to pay attention to their own core people.
There's no chance.
There's no chance. And then like with him trying to say, hey, guys, just let's listen. Let's give him a shot. Get the fuck. These aren't 2-year-olds. These are adults. They saw me standing out there. They didn't want to give me a shot. They are rude. They don't care. I'm not force-feeding people comedy.
No. That's what I was telling him after the show. I said, sometimes these Christmas parties are weird, dude. I was like, because a lot of times you're a surprise. Like, they don't even want you. Like the owner's always like, oh, I got a surprise for you guys, and like, man, we just wanted to drink.
Yeah.
And you know, like I told him one time, I did a James booked me for a house party. He goes, "Did you do a Christmas party at a house in Manalapan?" He's like, "Pretty good money." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do it." Brought KP to open for me.
Yeah.
And
that one turned out good though.
Turned out good, but when you walk in though, Grandma's killing at the dining room table.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna fucking eat it. I can't follow Grandma. People were pounding the table for Grandma. She's telling all these stories. She's got the Italian accent. I'm like, oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm so glad I brought KP to like buffer between me and Grandma.
But it's true. Like a lot of those holiday parties are like business parties or like company fucking things. They just want to hang out.
They just want to, and I get it, man.
And when I did that, like 5 weeks ago, when I did the big birthday party for the guy's 54th birthday, and he said there was going to be like almost 300 people there, but they set up one section for 90 seats for comedy, and they gave them the option to watch. That was like, I was like, I wish everyone would do this.
Right.
Because holiday parties, just give them an option. In that room, we got it set up for a comedy show. If you guys want to go in and sit down and watch a comedy show. If not, stay out here and get wasted and eat pasta. One of the two.
Yeah.
You don't got to sit down and eat your pasta and not talk to Jimmy from fucking accounting that you love to listen to this fat guy tell jokes for 40 minutes.
Yeah. But we'll take the gigs because it's like it's money. It's Christmas time.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's like that's what I said. That's what I was saying to him. I go, listen, we just did some comedy. Was it the best night? No. But like, bro, it's still the best job, man. You just went up there, you talked for a little while, and somebody handed you a check.
Yeah.
Those guys have dirty fingernails, man.
Right.
Those guys lift engines.
Right.
We just had an okay night. We got handed money, and they gave us penne vodka to go. Like,
right.
No, the job does that.
Yeah.
It's like, so even when it sucks, it's still fucking great.
Yep.
You're like, this is, you know.
But this holiday season has been, I don't think I did a holiday party. Maybe one.
Yeah,
last year I did 20.
Mm-hmm.
This year if I did one. Last January I was working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday every week.
Okay.
Every week for the whole month of December. The whole month of December I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
And this year I've worked 4 days this December.
Yeah, December looked awful for me, and then I picked up a bunch last minute, which was grateful because it was so weird. My car wound up needing brakes and tires really bad. Mm-hmm. I picked up enough gigs last minute this month, just on a spur of the moment, that paid for all that. I was like, "There's some weird comedy god looking out for me," because it was like I had nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta buy Christmas gifts and pay my mortgage and fucking, oh my God, I got nothing. And then like, hey, you free? I got this last minute thing. I got this last minute thing. I'm like, thank God.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
It's great because it was just going to be brutal if it.
Yeah.
You know.
I got the brutal end of it. No last minute shit came this way.
Yeah.
I had man. This is the worst. This is probably, I would say, forget just being a comedian. Forget that part. Well, forget it. I'm a comedian, but let's put that aside. This is probably the worst holiday season financially I've had since, I would say, 20 years.
Really?
Like I cannot be more broke. I cannot, and it's making me depressed and miserable and desperate and like just I've not felt this desperate since using drugs.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
So like it's really like I'm just like, and I don't see like I'm normally a guy who can like, you know, relax, gather my thoughts, be like, you know what, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I am that guy. I've been that guy my whole, like everything's gonna be okay. I can't get myself to be everything's okay, and I can't see it. I'm sure it's there, but I can't see it. I don't see the future. I'm like, I don't see it. I don't know what's happening. I don't see it. Like I just don't see the roadmap. I don't see the path.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind of like it's a compilation. I mean, it's just you mix it all together. Ever since June or July, the summer slows down, and then usually the fall picks up, and I get it's just a cycle. It's everybody does the same cycle, and it's just like this year the summer was slow. I squeaked through, and then it's about September it starts to pick up, and it just never really got going. I mean, I got some gigs, and then we had the Florida one cancel out. So then I went to Florida for the first week of this month. But like this, like little things, like I'm gonna inch out, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna blah, and it just keeps going down and this down. And now, like the ups are not up. They're like I'm still even in up. I'm still in a hole. Like it's weird. Like I'm so far down that even if I do get up a little bit, I'm still down.
Right.
It's like, wow. And I don't see that. I just see it compounding and compounding. I don't see it actually getting better. And I'm not saying it's not. I'm not, God, of course, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't feel it at all. I don't see it at all. I've just been so depressed and so desperate.
Right.
In the past. I'm here now, so I might as well just talk about it, right? Like a few months ago, I saw especially when I lost a gig in Florida. At that time, I needed that money. Yes, it helped me in December, but I needed it in October. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was gone. And so I went online and I filled out those I don't know if you ever those payday loans, and I've got two of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't even give you the number on the interest percent-wise because it's in the hundreds is the percentage of interest.
Like over 100% interest?
Over 100%. It's insanity.
That's lunacy.
If I was to tell you,
you do better from a loan shark.
I know. The only difference is these people have to go through a collection agency. A loan shark just uses a bat.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like these people, I can go, fuck you, I'm not paying you. Figure it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You say that to
Louis. I never heard of these. These are
They call payday loans. So you establish that you have a regular pay period. They loan you money, and then on your pay period that you're saying that you have, they take money out of your check to pay the loan back.
How'd you prove you had a pay period?
Well, you just show my bank statement that I deposit money all the time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I showed them my bank account
So are they just siphoning money out of your account?
Well, yeah.
Jesus. And how, is it a monthly hundreds of percent interest or?
Yeah. Let's just say.
So if you borrowed $100.
Yeah.
So every month.
If I
you get $100 interest added on top of that more?
Yes. It takes. Look, here's the thing. If you have six, say I borrowed. I want to say it was not 900 and 500, two different ones.
Okay.
That's only $1,400.
Okay.
Say the $500 one. Say I owed $500 and I made just an installment payment, which was $85 every 2 weeks.
Okay.
All right. So I made $85 today. And then tomorrow I was like, you know what? I want to pay this fucking loan off. I paid the $85 today. Tomorrow, now it's the next day. I'm like, you know what? I want to pay this loan off. Do you think I owe $415? No. I owe $787.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't do this, man. There's got to be better ways.
Again, in desperation mode, I went online and did it. So now those two loans are $400 a month just in interest.
Oh my God.
So I have that piling on top of me. So that's not, I'm not playing victim. That's what happened. I was feeling desperate and I did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then to try to get back out of that, I said, let me start playing some poker and make some money.
Mm-hmm.
because other bills were falling apart because of those two giant things. So I made some money playing poker. I caught up on all those other bills, got them kind of like at least current where the max minimums aren't friggin' $180.
Right.
You know what I mean? To where I can manage them at $50 minimums, $40 minimums.
Uh-huh.
So you do that, but then the gigs aren't coming in. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like, all right, I got everything to manageable, but now this next month and a half, 2 months, I don't have any money to pay the manageability of that. So it's going to go right back to where it was. And then I'm going to have both of these things punching me right in the fucking face. So I got desperate. And every time I'm desperate, I gamble. Not play poker, gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Because this kid, Pete, was telling me, we were talking about it on Monday. I was just stressed out. And he said to me, he put it in a good way. He's like, you got to stop the Hail Marys. Like, forget Hail Marys. Like, you know, like gambling is a Hail Mary pass.
Yeah.
Stop it. You know, stop trying to throw up the Hail Mary.
Right.
He goes, if you want to play poker, focus on the game, but don't throw Hail Marys.
Yeah.
Throwing your money at a slot machine or, you know, on roulette.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've been desperate and I gambled. And I gambled a big taking. And it's insane because if I take the $200 if I have $200 to my name, I'm like, I got to try to make this more. I say desperate, but I get so desperate and blinded that I don't see hope. Hopeless is what I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
That I take the only little bit of money I have and hope that I can take that and win a break. Just win a break.
Mm.
Which is never going to happen. Ever. I am never going to win a break. It's never happening.
No.
But when I'm in that mode, man, I feel so scared and feel like it's never going to get better that I don't give a fuck. I'm trying.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done. And anytime I had any money, I just gambled it, hoping I can win. Huh. And then even if I did win, when I would win, not poker, forget poker, because I don't even have enough. I don't have the the peace of mind right now to sit down and play poker and enjoy the game.
Right, because you're too worried about everything else. It's not an enjoyable experience. You're in panic mode.
Yeah,
it'll turn poker into gambling for you.
Absolutely, and it'll make those guys smell it.
Right, exactly.
They'll just take my money. I don't want to do that. So that's not happening right now. I can't do that. I gotta forget that right now, just because I'm not in that space. But I get so panicked, so depressed, and I just gamble, and even if I win, if I put $200 in, I'll get down to $1 and win 200, and then like, oh, let me cash it out. So like, you had that already. You had the 200 2 fucking hours ago.
Mm.
You're putting it out there, and then I do that, and then I go, well, what's the point of that? And then I lose it because my point was, $200 isn't going to save me. I need $1,000 to save me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's just a vicious cycle, man. And I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I'm at the end. Desperation. I just can't do it anymore. I have to sit still and whatever else I got to do internally and spiritually to find some hope. But it isn't going to be on my computer fucking playing roulette.
You're playing roulette on your computer?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That could never be, like, legit. I never think those things could be.
What's the Borgata?
Yeah. No, I know.
And, like, the other day I was up. No, I don't. I was, and I'm going to tell you, this is how I know. It's a combination of everything, but I have a gambling problem.
Okay.
But combine everything with the not having money and being desperate and feeling hopeless makes that gambling problem a lot worse. And like we were talking a couple of weeks ago that I'm not the guy like, I'm going to go put some money on the horse. I'm going to go bet this football game. I need to get some – I'm not that guy.
Right.
Trying to just have an action for action. I'm a desperate guy trying to make money, so I don't bet everything out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't partake in every bit of gambling that's available. Not interested that much in gambling. I want money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it for the action. I'm doing it because I need money. I don't need extra money. I don't need a bank. I need money to survive. So that's why. But that's a bad combination. That's a bad mix. Gambling and that desperation is a bad mix for me.
It sounds awful.
And I'll tell you how bad I am. I was playing poker online at the Borgata, and I was in a little tournament. I think I put $20 on. Jumped in a tournament, a couple tournaments, and won $15. So I had like $15, and then I bought into a $10 tournament, had $5 left over. So the $10 tournament, I didn't win. I almost had some money, but I didn't win any money. So I got out of that tournament. I was done, and I had $5 left. I went with that $5, and I went into the casino part. I put it into a poker slot machine online.
Yeah.
And won about $22. And then start playing with that $22, and then put $50 more on for my account, and $50 more, and all this money that I didn't even have. I just start betting online at the roulette wheel, just betting online. I had almost $300 in money I deposited on Borgata online. And I only had $200 in my account.
They just trust you?
They don't take it out right away. It's like 2 days, 3 days later.
And what happens then after you lose $300? Do they tack on?
My bank will
shut it down.
Give it to them for a minute.
Got it.
Till you know what I mean? I have to pay that if that happened. It didn't happen.
Okay.
I happened to have I had enough to cover those checks. Eventually, but that's insane because that's all I had.
Right.
Now in that process, started with $5, man.
Yeah.
Just $5. That's all I had in the computer. And it went 20, 30, 30, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. And then I won, and I was up to $700 in roulette. And I was like, just cash it out. Cash it out. I got it to I swear to God, this is insanity. I got it to 600. And I was like, just cash it out. Down to 500. Just cash it out. And I watched it. It just kept going down and down. And then I got to the 300. I was like, well, now I cash out. They already, I'm cashing out. Fuck it. Let me just see where I'm at. And I went all the way down to $0.
Ugh.
And at that moment, I started to cry. Got sick to my stomach. And then, I don't know, man, just realized that the only way this is ever going to get better is if I have to admit I have a problem.
Yeah.
And there's no solution to it other than I can't do it. There's no solution.
Yeah, man. That's not. I don't even. It's. I feel like nauseated for you. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's awful, man.
And I feel that when things are well and I have cash and I'm fine. Like I'm not saying when I'm feeling well and I have money, I may gamble and lose $100, and I'm not saying that that's fine, but it doesn't get to like this.
Gotcha.
It's the combination of my hopelessness of looking at my account. It's like just a bad mix of looking at money coming in, looking at what I have, and not having enough faith and belief that I'm going to be okay. I just don't believe enough that I'm going to be okay. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't see the stability at all in any kind of money coming in. And I see these bills that are going to fucking clobber me for the next 6 months, and I don't see a way out. So then I get so desperate that I fucking gamble. And that makes it 1,000 times worse. And I have to realize that. It makes it 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
And I don't even gamble at the casino because I don't. The casino makes me nauseous. I hate that play. I hate the casino. I'd rather just play poker and leave. I don't even like Sands because it's right in the middle of the casino. I like the Parks is the poker room is in a different room. It's not even, a different building. It's not even near the casino. Sands is like right in the center of everything, and it makes me. I hate it. I hate watching the machine. I hate it. I hate being there.
Yeah.
I'd rather just when we're playing poker, I want to watch you guys. I want to laugh with some guys and play the game. That's what I want to do. I don't want to fucking hear the machine. I don't want to be around it. I hate it. But then I come home and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm online. And as soon as I deleted all the apps. I deleted all the online stuff. And the Borgata, listen to this. The Borgata has a thing where you can set up a limit on what you can deposit for the day.
Yeah.
So if it says you could put $50 in, you set that as your max. That's as much you can deposit for a day. Say you get desperate and you're like, fuck, I want to put $50 more on.
You already hit your max.
No, they won't let you.
Yeah.
And if you say, all right, you know what, I just want to take that off. I don't want to have a max. That takes a week to happen.
Okay, so they try to help you a little bit.
A little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, but they let me put an extra $20 on without fucking stopping me. I was like, you motherfuckers. No max on here. So I deleted all the apps because I just can't. My answers aren't there, and they're just going to make me feel worse. If I had fucking money, to be honest with you, if I had a lot of money, I don't give a fuck if I gambled it away. I don't.
Right.
But I don't have it, and I'm doing it out of desperation, man.
We've known you have had a gambling problem since I've known you.
Right.
You currently have a money problem, and then that pump, because I've seen you I don't know what you do when I'm not around you, but I'm sure you've always been quite open with me since I've known you. When you're doing well, you're making money, I don't hear about you gambling. It's not like when you have a lot of money coming in with comedy and you're doing good, you're not like, oh shit, I lost it all.
No. It's
always like in these situations.
Right.
So you need to make a better steady money. Hopefully that keeps you from gambling.
I don't want to, I'm only gambling for a solution.
For a solution, yeah. You got to find different solutions.
Yes.
you got to say all right, because right now you're stuck in these high interest loans that you're just getting nowhere now. You're getting bogged down. Where when you had these other bills, if you would have said I'm gonna go Uber for 4 days,
which I would,
or something. I know Falcone does Uber where he uses an enterprise rent a car, they have some deal you can use a rental car with enterprise.
Right.
Or even if it's shipped away, you have to start doing these other things that maybe it's not going to get rid of your debt that day, but it's it's better than building interest because now it don't even fucking matter. You're worse off than before. You were probably better off just ignoring those bills.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
yep.
If
I could afford right now to go bankrupt, I would take all of these bills and be like, sorry, I'm bankrupt. See, the problem
you can't go bankrupt?
Huh?
You can't claim bankruptcy and start fresh?
You have to have money to do that.
How much money do you have to really?
I think it's you have to fill out all this paperwork and they charge you a ton of money to file it. It's I'm broke. You get that, right?
There's got to be a way for you to do it. It's
yeah, I'm going to look into it, but there's one credit card there's actually two credit cards that I wanted to keep. One is my Capital One because I use it for car rentals.
Yeah.
And then one was my Firestone because I do all my car work through that.
Yeah.
I don't want to put them into bankruptcy.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah,
I need.
Yeah. See, when I'm in your that's why I work too much. I'm a workaholic. I work way too much, but it's just for the freedom of not having that feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've taken some comedy gigs that were shit pay.
Right.
And I'm but it's pay. I'm adding to the stack.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I work too. I work. I don't know. It's just if I'm if my addiction is anything now, like I haven't had drug addiction for 20 years, it's work addiction.
Right.
Only because I hate that feeling. I had that in my 20s when the girl I was with left and I was stuck with all the bills and I'm like, holy fuck. Then I started racking up credit card debt to like make bills, and I'm like paying bills with credit cards, and it's like, I'm like, what am I doing?
Oh, I hear you.
You know?
Yes, I do know.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's like, I don't know if
it's a catch-22 because when Tom took me on like as a client years ago, whenever it was, 4 or 5 years ago, he said to me, the good thing, I like that you're available and you make yourself available for comedy. You're willing to do any job for comedy. You're willing to go in the city. You're willing to do stuff.
Right.
And that meant 7 days. I was available 7 days a week to work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, lately the work has been so slow that it doesn't really matter if I am available 7 days a week.
Right.
But my uncomfortability is saying, hey, man, for the future, I'm not available 7 days a week anymore. And then those opportunities they're not going to come because I'm not even looking for them. So the guy who says, I want, Mike in Detroit for a week, we didn't send him avails. He's not calling Mike for a week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, I can't do that Wednesday casino because I'm not on the calendar. So like he sends out avails. So if a Wednesday casino in Chicago, I can't do it because I didn't send for it.
Yeah, but you're not getting them anyway.
Well, they're coming, but they're not coming as much as I want.
Right, but I mean,
but I think they'll come at all if I pull off the calendar.
Yeah, well then, I mean, aren't you better off being comfortable doing something during the week and then having your comedy weekends? I mean, just till you get some traction, some savings, some buffer,
yes.
some buffer.
I would say yes. That all sounds clinically correct.
Yeah, but
in my soul, no.
I know in your soul, but say, like tell Tom for 6 months. 6 months. I got to get myself some sort of buffer savings account. So for 6 months, I'm going to do weekend gigs. I'm going to work Monday through Friday doing something where I can just store this money in the bank because I need some buffer. I need an account that I pretend I don't even have when I'm back to full-time 7 days a week comedy. You need like 6 months of money.
I'll be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
That sounds lovely. It does. But I will tell you this, after 6 months and I go back to work and I have 6 months in the bank, this time is coming up again. This is the path Mike Gaffney is on.
Right.
Unless some shit pops for me, or unless I get, on a cruise schedule or if I can get into a little more corporate schedule, this is the path for Mike Gaffney. I will have times when I'm doing well, and I will have times where it's not doing well.
And that's what the buffer's for.
Every year I would need a 6 month time to work a day job to buffer again because it's going to slow down again and I'm going to go into the buffer zone. I'm not going to go back to work. So then, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm eventually going to have to replenish the buffer zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would like to find something I'm looking at like January and February during the week. I'm very slow during those weeks. So I can personally find something to do 3 days a week, whether it be drive for, Amazon.
Yeah.
Or the Uber one that didn't work out. I mean, like they were supposed to do Uber boxes. It never happened. Only in Brooklyn. And being from Jersey, I can't drive in Brooklyn. I can't drive Uber people with my car because it's too old.
Yeah.
So something like that, a driving thing. I'd rather drive boxes, to be honest with you. I don't want people near me.
He can't get you on the road more? I mean, it's not like your kids are young anymore. You could just go off.
I said to him 4 weeks ago, and I was like, man, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore, man. It's just so I'm not making enough money to make me comfortable, man. I'm just sick and tired of not being comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I can't do this anymore. And he shot back an email right away. Please don't give up. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, and he's not blowing smoke on my ass. He's not trying to hold on to me so he can give me one night's a Columbus gig. But, I mean, I don't know. There's a few places out there that like me on the road. So if I could put 5 or 6 more together a year, it would definitely help.
Yeah.
Maybe Kathleen, being that she just did this cycle, when she's coming around on a new cycle, I can jump back in on her, opening for her for, for a few more months.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess hopefully, hopefully it picks up, and hopefully by then you're not too deep of a hole where this money don't even fucking matter. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Like you're.
Yeah, I know.
By the time these come in, you have to send all that money to that, and then you're still. That's why I'm saying when I say like work to buffer, at least get this shit out of your fucking life. These shitty loans. Do we got to do over this winter because it's the winter?
Well, over the winter I should because I don't have anything. So
yeah, just fucking kill yourself for 2 months.
Right.
Doing anything. Monday through Thursday. Even if it's like fucking day jobs, like one-off day jobs or something. You know what I mean? Like doing whatever.
Right.
Just do shit.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
That's.
I wasn't planning on doing all that today.
Well, it had to come out, and the Merry Christmas episode, so
Yeah. Oh fuck me! It is Christmas, right?
If that ain't a holiday quote, I don't know what is. Motherfucking fuck me! It's Christmas, right? That's the new it's the new single by Mike Gaffney. Motherfuck me! It's Christmas, right?
Man, it didn't click right there. It is Christmas.
Well, we'll get off your. We're not going to solve. We're not solving it today.
Oh, absolutely.
We put it out there. If anyone's got any advice from Mike, you can always email him at mgcomedian@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go posting nothing on like the wall of All in Our Heads. That's embarrassing to be having like a public wall post. Send a private message. Exactly. If anybody needs this information, hopefully they heard it on the cast.
Yeah.
Don't be like, hey Mike, I heard about your money woes.
Yeah, me too.
Then have people do sad face fucking likes and stuff.
Things are going to get better, buddy.
Things are going to get better.
It's okay. Don't gamble your life away. Don't put that on my wall.
Yeah.
Put that in an inbox. I'll take that as an inbox thing. You know what I mean? I appreciate the support, and any people want to talk to me about it. That's very nice.
Right. So on a better note, I was texting with you last night, and you finished up your acting class.
Yes. Yeah, we finished our acting class last night. It was great.
Yeah.
We all did our scenes. We all got scenes. My scene was a big stretch. It was I was a heroin addict begging for money. So such a stretch.
I mean, I don't even know where you can reach for something like that. I mean, how do you find that in you when you never even lived like? I mean, I'm sorry, you did live like that.
I'm living life like that right now without the heroin.
Yeah.
I was like,
you're like, I'm not even getting the benefit of heroin, and I'm living like that. Like at least when I was a drug addict, I was getting high. Now I'm nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm nothing. I'm going to nothing. I have nothing.
I said so. My Pete was like my acting scene buddy. He knows my issues, and he was like, she's like, do you need time to prepare? And he looks at me, he's like, you've had time to prepare for this, right? And I'm like, yeah, I've had time to prepare. Like the scene is where Pete's my brother. I'm coming in to the apartment. It's like set in the 50s, and I'm married, and I've been out all night, and I'm coming in fucked up, and I need money because I got a guy who's got heroin for me, but he won't take credit. He needs cash. I got to beg for $20. And Pete is my brother who's sick and tired of my life like this. So that's the whole scene, and we're me trying to get money from him.
So how'd it go?
Oh, it was great, man. I would have liked to do it twice last night. We did it one. We've done it. We've gotten our scenes 4 weeks ago, and then we worked on, and in every class we set up, like the first class we set up what she calls blocking. So we read, like read our scene, and then, okay, you're going to stand over here, then you're going to walk over here to the couch. And we set up a whole, like, scene. Like, we have a couch, a table, you know what I mean? Like a coat rack, he's folding clothes. Like, we set up a whole scene of what we're doing. We bring stuff in, like, for costumes and stuff, what we want to wear. And then so, like, the first day we do that. We block it out. Then the next week, we rehearse it. We show with the blocking, see if it worked out. Then the following week, we actually do the scene, like see how we can do it, how the acting is coming along. Then this week, we just do it. We do it full out, act it out.
Okay.
So it was good. We only did it one time today. I would have liked to have done it yesterday. I would like to do it twice. I felt like I didn't get it the first time. She did, and the class felt like it was good, but I felt like I could have did better. But it was good. It was good. It was
good stuff, man.
Yeah. Then we all went out to eat, and then she's talking about maybe doing another class with the same group at the end of the month, at the end of January or something. So I might do that.
Yeah, why not? Keep it going.
Yeah.
She's
gonna do some on like stage acting, but also on screen stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I texted you last night, I thought you had already had your dinner.
Oh, okay.
I misunderstood your text.
Okay.
Because I was dying. I was in the city last night doing a spot at Greenwich Village, and then I was dying. It was a nice, cool night in the city. I love New York when it's cold, and the Empire State Building's lit up like Christmas colors. Yeah. I just like walking around in the cool in the city, and I wanted to go to the Olive Tree for the borscht soup. I just had that in my soul. I'm like, I want to eat it tonight, and there was really nobody around, so I just went by myself. I'm like, I got that little table front booth at the cellar at the Olive Tree where you could see outside.
Oh yeah.
So I was closing the show out at Greenwich. I was supposed to be the last comic, but then some other dude walked in as I was getting off. They gave him 4 minutes.
Okay.
So, so whatever. I do my show. It does pretty well. I changed up the order of some things just to mess around.
Right.
So then I go over and I'm just sitting there at the Olive Tree. I just ordered. I'm by myself, just on my phone, and some black guy is waving at me through the window. Like, he's just like waving at me. So I look to see who might be behind me.
Right.
I'm like, oh, me. And I'm waving at him. And he's giving me the thumbs up. And I'm like, hey, thumbs up. Then he comes in. I'm like, oh, shit. Who's this?
So
and
he must have been at your show.
He was at my show. Yeah. What was his name? I texted to somebody because apparently somebody knows who he is.
Is he a comic?
No. I guess he's like a famous barker in the area. Because he came up and knew people inside the Olive Tree.
Yeah.
His name was like, what the hell? I sent
got like dreads, that kid?
Is it dreads? Saludo? Salado?
Yeah.
He comes up into the Olive Tree. He's like, yo, man, I just saw you. He goes, yo, man, I loved your set. Yo, mad respect, yo. He's like, you're really good. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. I'm like, what's your name? He's like, Saludo or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's very nice. I got recognized through a window.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it just felt good. I didn't even know he was there watching, I don't know who he is. But it's just funny, he's waving at me. I'm like, who? Is somebody behind me? Is Chris Rock here he's waving at?
Chris Rock was there though, right?
Yeah, he came in. I was eating my borscht by myself. It was so good. They changed the menu there.
Did Amy Schumer come too?
No, it was Chris Rock,
Last Dog,
Michael Che,
and Leslie.
Yeah. They walked in.
Sam Morril,
yeah.
They were at the Knick game.
I saw
a
that.
picture of them.
Yeah, I saw that like this morning. Some guy pulled up to the cellar, big SUV, black. They just let him park there. His driver comes in with him. Some gray haired. It must be some like movie executive or something. But like people knew him.
Oh really?
They just let him leave his car there. The driver went out for some like fancy beers to bring into the place to have with some people. I'm like,
where did he go?
He was just sitting in a booth. Yeah, right up top of the Olive Tree, just sitting there, hanging with that dude. I think his name's Steve, that door guy or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's like, I was like uncomfortable eating by myself, but I really wanted this. I'm like, I don't want to go get a taco, Nicole. I want this soup. But then Mike Fenoya came by and said hi to me. So I was like, oh, cool. Somebody I know, Mike Fenoya. came by, saw me there, and said hi to me. So it made me feel a little better about eating alone. Because I still, even though I'm like, I normally don't feel weird about eating alone, but for some reason I was feeling weird. But the soup was so good, it was like a friend. Like when it came out, I'm like, this is so good. I don't need friends. This borscht is so good. But yeah, they changed the menu there. They don't have no more Mediterranean combo.
That's insane. That's insane. I don't get
why. The
menu
changed and it went way pricier.
Really?
Yeah. It looks pricier. I mean, it's really just a one-page menu now.
I heard that the hummus that they used to do is not what they're going to do anymore. It's like this other hummus.
I don't know. I didn't get that because the borscht was $15, but it's huge. It's like this. It's almost embarrassing when they bring the bowl. You're like, well, I'm going to have a little sip. Then I'm going to go swimming in it. A little jacuzzi. And then
was it good?
Oh my God, it was so good, man. Then I finished it, and then like I walked up by the lantern, but didn't really seem like a lot of people were there. And then I just said it was just a beautiful cold night. So I just walked around a little bit, the whole area. Before I came home, just. It
wasn't freezing. It was nice.
That was perfect. That's like the city nights that I like.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was fun. I got to go and do, a spot, and I just like doing it, man. You know what I mean? You're just like sitting there, you're like, I just love this. I just love this. Just coming in, doing some comedy, having some food.
Yep.
I'm like, I got to do more of this. These little spots. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Especially, I'm definitely going to use that theater I sent you pictures of.
Oh, nice.
I talked to James. James is going to help produce it with me.
Okay.
Because I need insurance for the venue, so I'm going to produce it with the comedy shop.
Oh, they have insurance for that.
He has insurance.
Okay.
For like his company, limited liability insurance. So I don't have that. So
right.
We're gonna look. I'm gonna get together with James next week. I'm gonna call the lady tomorrow. She's gonna give me open dates she has in March and April.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get together with James, see what works for us, and then lock in a date and then do it.
Nice, man. Good. Congratulations.
Dude, I knew right when I walked in because I saw 2 theaters that day.
Okay.
I actually had an appointment for a 3rd theater, but I just canceled that one because I just knew it wasn't going to be. As soon as I walked into the good theater, the first one in the morning, it was 11 a.m. I met her.
Right.
I went in there 10 seconds. I'm like, this is it.
Right.
This is it. And then the other one was it was nice, but just not. It was like very community theater. Old, smelly again, in a neighborhood with no parking. This place has parking. I think it used to be like an old church that they renovated. They have like this 99-seat theater. Then back behind the stage, you can walk down these stairs to this beautiful like green room.
Right.
And then they also have like these little rooms where they do like voice and acting lessons down there. But it's all it was built. They opened it in June, so it's all brand new.
Oh, nice.
It's just like this is the type of theater I would perform in. It's tight, it's skinny. Right. It's perfect.
What town?
It's in Pompton Lakes. It's not far from the comedy shop.
Okay.
It's 20 minutes from my house. They have a bigger theater, a 200-seat theater. They were going to show me that day as well, called the Rhino.
Okay.
Now 200, you could like take off the wings and just see people in the middle, and it'd be like 100.
Okay.
120, but I think they call it Prometheum style, where it's like almost like you're low and then it's like stadium up. And I'm like, I don't think that's going to work well for stand-up for me. I'm like, we don't even have to see that theater because this one's perfect.
Right. Like,
I know I'm not going to want to perform like that, and it's going to be weird camera angles. I have to literally have someone in a seat doing the camera to get it straight on, Yeah. But, so it energized me to because I know once I get a date and I lock it down and I just commit to it, I'll really work on, putting this shit together.
Good.
I'm excited about it. I can picture the special in my head. I can picture the cameras, the angles,
Nice.
It's exciting. But that's
good.
I have that goal this year. That's my goal. Do that special, run a 5K. That's my
nice.
It's my my goals.
I'm going to drive a 5K.
I'm going to drive a 5K.
Pick up more coffee and then come back home.
Yeah. No, but dude, I went on the scale the other day. I've lost like 3 pounds.
Yeah.
It was like I just do the walking with the Fitbit. So, and I kind of watch what I eat, but I'm not like in a crazy diet. You saw me eating at Ritu's on Sunday night. I'm not in no crazy diet. shoving lots of cookies. Like once we went by the ribs. Once I saw the ribs in her other room, I'm like, I don't know about you guys. This is where I'm stationed for the next hour until I don't like myself no more. But the walking's been working because like about a month ago, the Fitbit app said like check your weight, and I didn't want to. I went up there. I went into my bathroom onto the scale with very depressed.
Yeah.
Like there's no way this is going to be good, and I step on and I lost 1.5 pounds. I'm like, wow. It felt, and I stepped on 12 times to like make sure. I'm like, this can't be right, man.
And that is a guy who's been lied to his life right there.
No, just because I know my lifestyle. I am because that's like the hiking. I enjoy it every day, but I don't feel like I'm working out, and I'm not really dieting. But I guess it's helping, like slowly. It's not like I'm not dropping a ton of weight, but it was 1.5 pounds. So I'm like, all right. So then the other day, this is 2 days after Ritu's party, my Fitbit app asked me if I want to calculate my weight, and I'm like, definitely not today. I mean, I just, So I go on, another 1.5 pounds. Checked it like 10 times. Right. Now the average dieting person's like, wow, 3 pounds in 2 months isn't that great, Joe? But I'm not even trying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, at this rate, I'm gonna be gorgeous in like 3 years. But I'm saying I'm going down. It's like what got me. I'm like, I'm actually enjoying the way I'm, because I do try to eat a little good, especially when I'm home during the week. It's on the weekends I fuck up when I go out to dinner, when I'm at parties. It's like I want to have a good time. So I'm like, this gave me a lot of hope because I'm not torturing myself.
Right.
And yet there's pounds being shed.
Right. Whoa. Listen.
What?
1.5 pounds isn't shed. Okay, that's not the same.
No.
You can't use no.
What?
I'm going to speak up for people who've actually shed pounds. Your 1.5 pounds in a year is not shedding pounds.
No, not 1.5 pounds in a year. In 2 months.
Still no.
3 pounds in 2 months. 3
You're
pounds.
Not saying the word shed.
I have.
No.
Actually,
you're not saying shed.
Actually, it's been it's 3.5 pounds I've lost since October 3rd.
Yeah, you're not saying shed.
Why? I shed those.
No.
I've shed those without trying.
You didn't shed.
What did I do?
That sounds like
what did I do then?
What
did I do?
You just happen to fucking shit out 1.5 pounds. You have 3 pounds in the past.
No, but
months.
I'm steady.
Shit it out. You shit it out.
No, I didn't shit it out.
You didn't shed.
It's loss of weight.
All right, I'll do that. You've lost 3 pounds in 2 months.
That's 3.5.
Fine.
If
3.5 in 2 months. That is good.
Hey, man.
That is good.
At that rate, because my goal weight on my Fitbit app, because I started at 183.
Okay.
Now I'm 179.5.
Nice.
My goal is that I set up on there is to be only 163.
Okay, you're getting there.
I'm getting there, baby. But if what I'm trying to say is if I actually tried.
I know.
Like, I don't think I need to do much more. If I just do a little bit less eating.
I would lose a lot of weight from dieting. And I'd be like, if I would just, like, I've lost, like, I haven't been dieting in the past 2 months. But when I did, I think I lost 20 pounds, right?
Yeah, right.
And I was, like, feeling really good, but I wasn't moving. If I would have walked during that exercise, during that dieting, I would have lost maybe 25 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just make the effort. If you make it without even making an effort, you're losing weight. Like right,
but slow weight loss is better. Whenever I've dropped a lot quickly, it really tried. And like one time I dropped 25 pounds in like a few months.
Yeah.
And it just went right back because I was living a lifestyle I didn't want to live.
Right.
Then when I tried being a normal human being, boom, right back.
Right.
I feel like I'm shedding it off so slightly that it's just becoming who I am.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Is that the right way to be about it? But I feel like happiness has to be a factor in weight loss. You know?
I have no idea. I'm not going to weigh in on how to maintain weight loss.
Like I shared that one time. Like there was it was like a week where I was eating a little brownie every night before bed. Just a little half of these little brownies that Justin brought home.
Right.
And then I lost weight. I'm like, this is fucking genius. Like maybe my body is like enjoying it so much before bed. It's just like burning calories overnight. Like it made like my innards like very happy. Like, yeah, he's not killing us with a whole brownie. He's giving us a taste. And there was like a party going on my gullet, and it's just like, let's just keep this party going. Let's burn fat. Let's fucking. I don't know, man. I may have discovered something.
I don't think you did.
Well, until science proves me wrong, I gots to say. But I'm feeling good. I just like to slim up if I'm gonna. I do want to slim up if I'm going to film in a few months. I'd like to get into the low 170s. I'm already in the 170s. But like my wife told me, I look pretty good for a guy that eats like I do.
Right.
Like I hold it pretty well.
Thanks, hon.
Yeah.
You look pretty good for like a guy who looks like a fat slob. You know that, right? You do know that.
No, she was shocked at how much I actually weigh when I told her what the number was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
What are you going to do? But according to my doctor, I'm extremely fat. I'm in the obese category.
What is he now?
Yeah, what is he now? Fuck him. Fucking doctor. Education. It's overrated.
So overrated. What are you up to this weekend? Anything?
This weekend, I
it's Christmas Sunday.
Doing a show on Thursday out in New Hope, PA, at this place called John and Peter's. It's like this bar.
Okay.
And then Christmas Eve, I'm going to my mother's. Kerry and her family are coming to my mother's. That's been like a tradition we've been doing the past few years. And Christmas Day, I always do my house. I go, anybody can come over, but I'm not going anywhere. Just let me know if you're coming over.
Right.
And this year nobody's coming over, so it's going to be nice and simple. It's just going to be me, Carrie, her parents, and the kids, and I'm making my usual meatballs.
Nice.
I get up in the morning, get fresh bagels. It's a Christmas tradition. Some temp tea cream cheese.
Bagels. It's Christmas. Nothing says Christmas like Jewish bagels.
Are bagels Jewish or
I think they're Jew food, right? I don't know. What the fuck? I'm not a pro at anything, man. I don't know shit about anything. But I think bagels are lean towards the Jew.
Oh, well then, I like them.
I think.
I like them on
Could be wrong.
Christmas morning, fresh bagels, some OJ, some coffee, fucking Yuletide carols, fucking...
Yuletide carols. Being sung by a fire.
I got my fake fireplace now in the living room. It's going to be great.
I love to carry like, what's your favorite Christmas song? Amazing Grace.
My wife said Amazing Grace.
It's like, that's not a Christmas song? I'm like, I don't know. And then she Googles it. It says right here, it's a Christmas song. And then we were like, no, it's Christian song.
She was tired that day.
That was funny.
What are you doing for Christmas? Cool.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing. Not a fucking thing, man. My daughter, I'll tell you, my daughter moved out, right?
I didn't know that.
Yes, she to a homeless shelter. No, she moved to. That's not moving out, Mike. She met a guy, a few months back, and nice kid. Not a kid. He's 32 years old, but he acts like he's 12. So I give him, you know what I mean? He's very immature. He's very thin. He's like a little nice kid. I don't know if you've ever listened to this, Paul. You're a nice kid, but he's frail. I mean, my daughter's dominant in that world. Like, she dominates. Like, he could be 32, but she'll beat the fuck out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
right.
She's controlling that relationship. So he had like a little place in Patterson that he was staying, like his little one bedroom, and they just got a 2-bedroom together.
Mm-hmm.
So she moved out with him, which, off the record, is breaking every inch of my heart.
Yeah.
Back on the record, my son, he so good. He quit his job without another job because that's what you do. And he now just wants to hang out with a girl all the time, and he's never home at all, ever.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't wander until about 4 in the morning.
So he's typical dude his age?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. That's why you don't hear me talk about it ever, because it's not abnormal. But in my position, it's like, what do you do for Christmas? I don't even know if I'm going to see them.
Oh, yeah, we've already established Carrie and I are opening up our own gifts together when we wake up in the morning. Whenever the boys wake up, we'll give them their gifts at that time.
So
there's no more thing.
This is the first year, like it's not empty nest because they're still fucking here, but
well, one of them is.
Yeah, but he's so not here that much. Like it's like settling in that she lives somewhere else. Like she lives there. Like, yeah. I mean, she had a job. She had a good job, and then went and found another job. Gave her job that she was working with like a 3 days notice. Started with this other job like on Monday, this past Monday, and then the job was like, "Hey, listen, since it's the holidays, we'll start you like January 4th. We'll start then." I'm like, oh, that's good. So there's your holiday cash is gone.
Yeah.
Because you left your job. You should have given him, I said, give him a 2-week notice, and then it would have worked out perfect. You would have had money coming in New Year's Eve, and then start work the next day.
Mm-hmm.
You just got a new apartment. You just moved in 2 days ago. So, but, yeah, so she's there. I think she was going to invite me to come there last night, but, she asked me what I was doing. I said, well, she goes, what you up to? And I said, I'm going to acting class. She said, okay, cool. So I think my son went there last night, and they hung out at the apartment, and he stayed there last night.
Mm. That's cool.
It's good, but it's alone. You add broke, add fucking desperation, confusion about your career and your fucking future, and rip away the only 2 things that were stable.
Mm.
You know what I mean? My kids were like the only 2 things that were like kind of stable around me. And now they're gone.
Yeah. Well, it's new beginnings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? New beginnings. They're doing their thing, then you're kind of free to do your thing now.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I do. But Friday, if you want to know where I'm going to be Friday, I'll just say this and you'll know where I'm going. The place where my dreams go to die.
Cove Haven?
Pocono Palace.
Oh, Pocono Palace. Pocono Palace, where my dreams go to die. Well,
that's Friday.
At least it's money.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
You know?
That's Friday, and then New Year's Eve. And, oh, listen, can you hook up with Dustin, maybe reach out to him?
Okay.
And try to coordinate? Just because why am I coordinating? I'm not even going to be there. It's like, what the hell?
Okay, I'll reach out to him later. I'll try and figure out what we'll do.
I'm going to be in Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs, way up there. That's the Wisecrackers gig up in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'll be at the
New Year's Eve
convention in Tarrytown, New York, at the Marriott.
Is it the Marriott of Tarrytown? Or the Westchester Marriott?
Westchester Marriott. I'll be there December 30th.
Yes.
The NA convention. So if you're in recovery and you listen to this, come see me perform there. That should be a good show. You know.
Oh yeah.
Me, Jackie Byrne, and Dustin Chafin.
Oh, that'd be good, man. That'd be a good show.
Yeah, man. And we'll be back next week with our New Year's Eve Jubilee episode. We'll talk about I talked about a little bit what I want to do in the new year, but we can elaborate on what our goals are for the new year.
Because we're going to do it before New Year's Eve, right? I mean, before New Year's,
right?
We just talked. I just said New Year's weekend, but we are going to be back.
Yeah, we'll be back before that. We're going to talk. Yeah. We'll whatever. We'll figure it out as we go, man. So if you want to see I haven't updated my website in so long. It probably looks like I quit comedy if anybody ever goes there. But I will be updating JoeFernandez.next. I do have a lot of stuff coming up in the new year that I just booked. So go to JoeFernandez.net, go to MikeGaffneyLive.com, and you guys been listening to All in Our Heads.